Sit down. Here's the story. A beautiful plaque just arrived for reaching 100,000 subscribers on the Manual of the World Clips channel. You might wonder, with nearly 20 million subscribers, why is a 100,000 plaque special? It's small compared to the main channel. Yes, it's not much next to 20 million. The truth is, we never got the 100,000 subscribers plaque for the main channel. I don't think I've said this before, but I actually hoped we wouldn't hit 100,000 subscribers. Around late 2011 and early 2012, YouTube barely existed in Brazil and had no employees there. When we needed to talk to them, we spoke to a woman who worked there in Mountain View, California, in the United States, and she was the only one taking care of YouTube. And that year, there was going to be an event that would select 10 YouTubers to take part in a course. Manual of the World already had many videos and was growing thanks to our hard work. But there was a course rule that really bothered me. At the time of registration, you couldn't have more than 100,000 subscribers, and we had about 90,000. More or less. I really wanted to take part in this course because we were going to meet a lot of people, learn a lot of new things that I didn't know, and so on. But their plan was to offer this to people who were still small, not to those already growing on YouTube like us. When the registration date came, Manual of the World had 103,000 subscribers, and I couldn't take part in the YouTube Next Chap, which was this course. In that group, if I'm not mistaken, there was Gustavo Horn, Giovanni Zilke, and Christian Figueiredo. Then maybe you think, well, you didn't take part in the course, but at least you got the plaque. You must have been happy. There was no plaque back then. A few months later, a package arrived from YouTube, which had a white backpack, and a letter from the chief executive officer of YouTube, which, if I'm not mistaken, was still signed by hand. Very few people had reached 100,000 subscribers in Brazil. Imagine there were about 10 channels more or less, and that's why we don't have that plaque for the main channel. We never had it. I never knew what it looked like until some time later, in 2013. A little over a year had passed. We reached 1 million subscribers and got the huge plaque, but it didn't even arrive at our address. I don't think delivering that was possible. It took too long to arrive. You'd hit 1 million subscribers, then get the plaque around 1.5 million. We went to pick it up at Google. It's not very far from here, but I took the bus. So I got there thinking that, I don't know, I thought I would just put the plaque under my arm and take it home. But when I saw it, the cardboard box was about the size of a 50-inch television. I couldn't take it on the bus. It was too heavy and took up a huge amount of space. I left Google around 6 in the evening. It was impossible. Just so you have an idea, this thing must easily weigh about 40 pounds. It still had styrofoam protection, the cardboard box, and all the other packaging. I had to get an Uber. I don't think Uber even existed back then, but it was really cool because the plaque was so big that I imagine that's why they changed it. There was no way to keep delivering such a huge thing. Especially since several channels were reaching 1 million subscribers, the plaque got smaller. It's slimmer now, similar to this one, but slightly bigger and golden. Turns out only internet dinosaurs have this massive one for 1 million subscribers. Several years later, in 2018, we received a suitcase that came with a rare jewel inside. Which in this case, hold on, how do you open this? It's this one, right here. Which is already here. It's the diamond play button for 10 million subscribers. This one arrived sooner since YouTube anticipated the channel hitting 10 million. They ordered it in advance. And it arrived quickly. It's also very heavy. I have no idea what's inside. I admit I'm curious to cut it open to see what's inside. A guy named Arun Felix, who once got a 100,000 subscribers plaque, cut it open, and imagine someone who got canceled. This button comes with a bunch of certificates, jewelry papers, and all that. But I have to confess to you guys that it's hard to keep this thing looking nice like this. Manual of the World isn't the cleanest place due to all the things we take apart and blow up here. This is right at the entrance, correct. It's cool to show and an important achievement for us. Then, I don't know, some suit stuck on top, and it no longer looks like it's made of diamond. Yeah. It's not actually made of diamond, but at least it used to look like it. But next to this button, we put another little plaque, which is this one here for 100,000 subscribers. And no, it's not that YouTube decided to give us a late plaque for the main channel. This one is for the vlog. We started this vlog channel in 2013. The idea was to upload videos there that we wanted to test before posting them on the main channel. We'd share behind the scenes content and stories there. There was a time when I started making 1 video a day, showing something I had learned that day. Just so you have an idea, V was a segment we wanted to test before airing it. So, The very first Borav didn't go to the main channel, it went to the vlog. Mari and I visit a Russian submarine in San Diego, United States. In this video, Bond also started on the vlog, and at the time, I only answered comments from the videos, questions that people asked about the video itself, and even the whole story about the submarine. We thought it wasn't such an important story for the channel at first. We chose to share it on the vlog, so out of 50 submarine videos, about 40 were posted there. The channel has about 700,000 subscribers, but has been inactive for years, and I feel bad leaving it unused. I'd love to go back to making those videos I used to record every day with my phone, showing something I had just learned at the moment. The truth is, when we're busy, we must choose. And in this case, sometimes I need to go to the bathroom, eat. Not that I always manage to, but sometimes it's good. But then time went by. In 2023, we decided to try out a podcast, to try making a podcast. Na Trilha dos Gigantes had 12 episodes. And as with any podcast, sharing highlights would be great. We felt the main channel would be too cluttered and weren't sure if the podcast would succeed there. If we didn't open a new channel for the podcast and highlights, things could get cluttered and mixed with other videos. We created this channel for highlights. At first, it featured only podcast highlights, but later we added highlights from iBird Answer, because those are videos where I answer about 30 questions. They get lost. They end up inside this big video. A lot of people like to watch this big video. I'll confess to you that this is the kind of video I personally enjoy watching the most, because I don't remember everything I answered, and I end up relearning everything as I watch. But if you search on Google, or if you don't watch all the channel's videos regularly, it's nice to have another channel with these things separated with little clips for each question. And it's also been happening a lot that people ask us to make videos we've already made. So it was nice to have a space to post some cool clips of important moments from great videos we've already made. For those who don't watch the channel much, or for those who just arrived, they can check out the cool things we've already done. I admit I haven't watched every video on the channel, but these clips are doing well. It's a small channel rapidly gaining subscribers, and now gets over 4 million views monthly. We're very excited, and this little plaque, as humble as it may be compared to these other big, historic plaques from Manual, represents a victory. It's a little project that we're really enjoying doing, and soon we're going to start doing the podcast again. It won't be the same way we did it last time. With this idea of bringing people in to talk about their careers, it's more about having people share cool things they know, and for us to learn a lot from them. But there will be some great clips for this channel. I don't know if you're already subscribed, but anyway, if you're not yet, take a look over there. It's really cool. You can post new content daily, and they're short enough to keep you interested. Once you start, you won't want to stop. But now there's a controversy. There's always a controversy in this story. I promised on Iber Response. I'm not sure if it was November or December. Let me check. It was November. That if the Clips channel reached 100,000 subscribers, I was going to tell why I was suffering from something very strange: hair regeneration. In other words, I have more hair today than I did about 8 years ago. And that's really strange, LD. The thing is, I promised I would tell if the channel reached 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. And no, we received this plaque in 2025, meaning we didn't reach 100,000 subscribers in 2024. But let's do this, I will tell you. Yes, but not here and not now. Go to the Clips channel to watch this video, and while you're there, subscribe and hit the bell. Deal.